Hey, how's everybody doing today? Let's see how that looks here. That seems like it should be smaller. Excuse me, I don't know how that got changed. You're watching OBS in action. Tonight on OPV, OBS in action. Now, you guys, OBS is pretty cool. It's free. It's open source, so it's pretty solid. It's actually pretty easy to use. So, I don't know. Hit me up if you're interested in learning how to use OBS. I usually can teach my students 80% of what you need to know in one lesson or two. It's not like Photoshop or Ableton where you could be spending 10, 20 years on that thing and still be just scratching the surface. OBS is really super cool, and it's how you can do fun little instant scene changes with as many cameras as you have and want to arrange. Anyways, yeah, let's make sure we're live while everybody's checking in here. Are we on? Oh, we are on. Okay, so good. Yeah, like I said in my long-winded prelude that I just wrote up, Dear Diary sort of thing, I don't know, it's one of those days where I'm just full of energy because the kids I get to work with are so incredible. Just bam, bam, bam. The day flies by once I start teaching. And yeah, I'm pretty inspired. Yeah, I'm all the more inspired to keep busting out some lesson materials that are going to be really easy for me to start doing some online lessons again once we get past this HGTV meets Groundhog's Day phase of my life. And speaking of Groundhog's Day, it's Groundhog's Day Eve. Everybody woke up thinking that, I'm sure, today. But yeah, happy February 1st. I'm just going to bust out these tunes. I'm going to do them in order again for all you newcomers that haven't heard the album yet. This is just me practicing here and there, getting ready to record. Yeah, these are my new tunes. The album is called Sunny Inside of the Rain. This is the first track. It's called A Western Way, and it goes like this. Well, I've lived in the city, I've done my time, either paid my dues or left them behind for some other fool to pick up when they find I'm gone. Now it's back to my roots that I knew as a child. From the thick of the sticks to the heart of the wild, I'm kicking in my boots, smiling at a fawn going by. Give me a home where the bison like to play. I'll be roaming alone day after day, where the sun hangs low in a western way. I remember the days before I had a clue, had a whole long list of the things I would do. It's a pity how much I wasted my youth on dreams. Now it's goodbye, friends, I'm back to the land. This is not what I thought, but I got what I planned. If you all had to ask, you don't understand what it means. Oh, give me a home where the bison like to play. I'll be roaming alone day after day, where the sun hangs low in a western way. Horn section. Da-da-da-da-da-da-bum. Bum, bum, bum. Da-da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum, bum, bum. Bum. Ba-da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum, dum, dum. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, da-da-dum. Give me a home where the bison like to play. I'll be roaming alone day after day, like I always known I'd plan to stay, where the sun hangs low in a western way. In a western way. That is A Western Way, the opening track to my upcoming album, Sunny Inside of the Rain. This is track 2, the title track of my upcoming album, Sunny Inside of the Rain, called Sunny Inside of the Rain. It goes like this. I rarely get the notion to do anything but play my guitar. And though I traveled across the ocean, I don't think I ever got this far. Now they're looking at me funny like I'm the one who's insane, but I'm the one that's laughing in the back of my brain while the world's crying out in pain. I'm feeling sunny inside of the rain. Yeah. I never got the feeling that I'd ever want to do this again. But if I had the opportunity, then baby, I'd invite you in. Now it's a couple for the money and a few for the show. I'm packing up my sandals and I'm ready to go. Tell my mama I'm hopping on a train. I'm feeling sunny inside of the rain. Oh, come on, sunshine. I'm looking out my window at the freaking Chicken Littles outside. I'm picking out the tickets for the winners in the house where I hide. Now I'm going a mile a minute, but I'm holding it in. I got nothing left to show you but a wink and a grin, and I told you all the name of my game. I'm feeling sunny inside of the rain. 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 Do you know what I mean when you're waking from a dream, like a change of the scene when you want to stay? Would you call it a crime if I could keep it in my mind like my own sunshine when the world's gone gray? Well, I'm telling you true, it's all I can do to make it through my own passion play. I got my head held high, I'm reaching for the sky, but I don't know why it seems farther away. Well, everybody knows, nobody wants to say. I suppose the river flows to where it goes. I'm not the kind to count my woes, but Lord knows I've seen better days. When I'm at my best, I can never get a rest from the test unless I'm feeding my flame. I tried to stand tall, but I dropped it all when they were coming to call about who's to blame. If I stand my ground, the word to get around across the town. I'm not playing that game. So it's no surprise, I can see it in your eyes when they're shouting out lies you're hearing the same. Well, everybody knows, nobody wants to say. I suppose the river flows to where it goes. I'm not the kind to count my woes, but Lord knows I've seen better days. singing my song so often strong with the wrong refrain. I'm hiding out inside, I tried and tried to puff up my pride to patch up the pain. And now the sun's gone low and old Joe Crow's there to show what's in a name. So I shake my head, laugh it off instead, and it's back to my bed from whence I came. Everybody knows, nobody wants to say. I suppose the river flows to where it goes. I'm not the kind to count my woes, but Lord knows I've seen better days. I've seen better days. Better days. Skimming lightly, wheeling still, the swallows fly low over the field in cloudy days. The forest field of Shiloh, over the field where April rain solaced the parched ones stretched in pain. Through the pause of night, that followed the Sunday fight, around the church of Shiloh, the church so low, the log-built one that echoed to many a parting groan and natural prayer, and dying foemen mingled there. Foemen at morn, but friends at eve. Fame or country least their care. What like a bullet can undeceive? But now they lie low, while over them the swallows skim. And all is hush at Shiloh. We were remarking on on music and all the people we knew around the town and all of the musical things that we do. And then I saw it coming at me like a change of the phase. That wide-eyed awareness, that dutiful glaze. You asked me if I had seen it the latest morning op-ed, as if I gave half a shit about all the shit that she read. I think I'll be a hermit, it'll save me some blues, 'cause now there's no escaping from the cult of the news. Welcome to the cult of the news. We'll give you all the sound bites you can choose, and if there's one line item that you don't concur, how dare you demur? Enjoying a dinner and conversation with friends, I caught the all-familiar glimmer whiff of when it begins. Initial tremors that give me so little time to prepare. My autopilot smile so as to not be betrayed by my stupefied stare. What else is there I can do now in response to the joke? That is assuming a priori I'm one of the folk who pay attention to the clickbait dopamine game. To me, the politician you mentioned is just another name. Another devil in the cult of the news. Just another soundbite you can choose. And if there's one line item that you don't concur, how dare you demur? Saturday morning, I'm enjoying hanging out with my crew. So stimulating, engaging in everything that we do. I guess I've come to expect it now, with little surprise. Casual reference headlines and I'm rolling my eyes. This is the second time I've left a hegemon religion. The congregation's just as puzzled now as they were back then. They got me cornered and I got to fight them with my own fire. Although there's so many other items that I would choose to aspire. Welcome to the cult of the news. We'll give you all the sound bites you can choose. And if there's one line item that you don't concur, how dare you demur? Welcome to the cult of the mob. We'll throw you in the limelight, 'cause that's our job. You can bet your last damn dollar that we won't forget the way that you split. Sitting in the back room on a bar stool with a memory on my mind, thinking how the best of us must someday reach the end of each our line. A year ago I never thought you'd be the one I'd have to tell goodbye. Fare you well, our dear departed friend, for you I'll always cry. All the streets are down without a sound, and everybody tucked inside. Maybe I'll sneak out among the ashes of the fireworks they fly. 2021 is finding everyone expectant on its eve. January 7 is the day on this, and every year I'll grieve. Without a cause other than just the way it is. Then you shake it off, politely cough, and then go on about your biz. With more increasing frequency I reminisce on this and every thing. But even with the pain, I can't complain about the life I get to sing. Now I stand before you, even though you know my show's been over long. All that I would ask is you'd be soft in your assessment of my song. I'm standing on the shoulders of the likes of Neil Peart and Eric Blair. And even though nobody's ever heard about me, heaven knows I care. Heaven knows I care. Heaven knows I care. I care. I don't know if I can take it. It's coming up again. All the memories of places and long forgotten friends I used to know. Where did they go? Do they think of me now and then? A carnival of faces looking out again. I don't know if I can take it. It's all too much to bear. Every day I try to fake it and bury it somewhere. A part of the show kept low, but not so far away. A carnival of faces, they see me every day. The massacres and mayhem are flying through my head. They'll be with me till the day I'm dead. Wherever I go, they follow. So every night my eyes are red, and the carnival of faces, they're with me in my bed. 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 All right, that's the first half of the album. I'm going to turn down the gain here. It looks like I'm clipping a lot. I hope that wasn't too distorted. Hey! Yeah, whenever I see red, I see red. Anybody know that song? Send you a free CD if you can tell me what song I just alluded to there. But yeah, when I see red on the input, I'm wondering if it's distorting for y'all. So yeah, let's see who's out there today. All right. Oh, Kenny Sokolov. How you doing, buddy? Dun 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 dun. Who else is out there? Dun 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 dun. Yeah, there's some folks out there on Twitter. I mean, X. You'll always be Twitter to me. Hey, there's another song. Always be Twitter to me. Na 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 na. I will never do that again, folks. I'm sorry about that. Okay, yeah, that was the first half of the album, as it were, for those of you like me who still think of things in not only in terms of albums like the CD, but side A and side B. You know, it's a whole art form in itself. And even though we live in the age of Spotify, where it's just a bunch of singles, it seems, anymore, I don't know. This is the beginning of side B of my album, conceptually speaking. This is called... actually, let me tune up really quick, because I was strumming pretty hard there. So talk amongst yourselves, and I'm going to wait for guitar tuna. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish, as REO Speedwagon always says. But you should tune your guitar, right, Marty? Yeah, Marty, as I said a couple of episodes ago, is my patron saint of being in good tune with your guitar. So this is for you, Marty. And you know, tonight's performance goes out to all of my students. You know, I never take for granted the fact that I get to have a job that I absolutely love, and it just thrills me. And, you know, I've just kind of hit the wall with how many people I can teach at once, it seems, which is why, again, I am starting to, as I come down the home stretch of Home Improvement Land meets Groundhog's Day every single day, in and out, really going on 3 seasons now. Coming down the home stretch, seeing light at the end of the tunnel. It's just a very, 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 very long tunnel, but hey, we're getting there. And so I've actually started to be able to return into Adobe land, which I'm actually loving. I'm starting to really know my way around Photoshop and InDesign, so that, you know, when I have to go back and fix things and redesign things, it used to be like this thing where it's like, God, I gotta go do that and figure it out. Well, you know, they were making it so much easier than it used to be with libraries and smart objects. If you know Adobe, you know what I'm talking about. My God, the time that I'm saving compared to the way I used to do it. Anyways, so as my home improvement duties start decreasing, I am able to spend more time getting these camp materials into place and translating them into Mandarin, because we're going to take these camps to like rural Oregon, to the Montana wilderness, and to China. I've been to China twice and made some connections there, gave a few lessons there, gave my master class in Mandarin to somebody that I saw him, you know, with his guitar, and he was playing Wish You Were Here. You know, that seems like You Wish You Were Here, and what else? And Hotel California. Everywhere you go, people know Hotel California without fail, it seems. So anyways, I gave this kid my master class, you know, and I had my materials, and I was able to hand him some sheets. And my friend Jade, who's my good friend that I still chat with every night on WeChat, she was sitting right there in the hostel, and, you know, just I mean, such good timing that she was there when I ran into this kid, because she was feeding me a word like I needed to know the word for Fred. I think it was like Jong or something. And at the end, Jade said, I don't know anything about this, but I understand everything you just said. And that was like, yeah, that wonderful moment in the movie where, I don't know, it pans out. Kind of like the Charlton Heston thing, but with a good ending. So, anyways, how'd I get on the subject of... Oh, yeah, because, I'm psyched that I love my job. And now that I'm finding more time to really get back into the curriculum design and the camp design, it's starting to get thrilling, because it's just going to make these online lessons and these online videos that much easier. And a lot of my online students have been really, really patient with me as I've been dealing with this crazy chapter of my life that's just nonstop, 24/7. Take care of mom, fix the house up into better, stronger, faster, etc. And now teaching again. And once in a while having time to do this, hang out with you guys and play some tunes. So thank you for your patience, thank you for your support, and especially thank you to all my students. You help keep me afloat, and not just financially, but emotionally. I cannot tell you guys how much you have just by being here and being excited about learning music and letting me do my crazy thing the way I'm teaching it to you. Yeah, it's thrilling. Like I said in the intro that I wrote up, it is like an improvisation. It's like it's completely the opposite of the whole notion of lesson factory. Why did they call it lesson factory? It's like a conveyor belt. Oh, you come in, here, learn this. You come in, yeah, learn the same thing. No, man, we're the lesson unfactory. We are the Music Compass. If you're watching this on anything other than YouTube, go type in the Music Compass YouTube and subscribe and like and hit the bell, and you'll know whenever I'm getting these things. I'm trying to steer all of my social media towards that, just to kind of focus. And also that's going to be the place where, we start having a lot of fun once we get our legs back with these kid bands and just with everything. The camps are so much fun. We teach music with games. And I'm not saying we with that royal plural thing that I am often wanted to do, sorry. But we is in terms of me and my assistant coaches, who are no more than just the kids in my life that I've met at camp, and then I start teaching them, and then I start learning from them as they transition to not just my students, but my friends and my colleagues and my peers and my role models. Yeah, it's just one way in which I got the best job in the world. I'll shut up now. I'm going to play side B of my album. The album's called Sunny Inside of the Rain. This is track 8. This is called More Than a Dream, and it goes like this. Da 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 da. It's fun to find gold in the last place expected. I wonder how much it was planned. I wonder how much it was worth from the back of the band. I tried to find reasons, I tried to find rhymes, I tried to make some kind of sense, but nobody knows if there's anything happening hence. Is it more than a dream or a breezy horizon that follows the flow of a scheme? Would you know for a fact, would you scream that you're right like a child that knows what they mean? Did you ever step back and take stock of the items and try to take one for the team? I can't tell exactly what's causing the time, but I'm hoping it's more than a dream. It's odd to look back on the course of your life now, reflecting on lovers and friends. It's hard to believe there's a time when it actually ends. Tried to fight back at the tunnel of time, but the tunnel of time always wins. And all that I ask is a moment to make my amends. My eyes have grown older, and for now a good while I've known that it's time to come clean. My wrinkles are stretched to the wreck of a smile. I was alone from the young 17. Deeper than that, there's a poor child crying for lies of an earlier scene. But the walls are all cold, and there's no one outside who can show me it's more than a dream. I don't mean to paint such a sad panorama as everything melts in a blur, along with the unfinished songs, and I'll always miss fur. There's nothing to do but to keep keeping on and make best of the winters to come. I'd be happy to hack out just half of what's left to be done. Is it more than a dream or a breezy horizon that follows the flow of a scheme? Did you know for a fact, would you scream that you're right like a child that knows what they mean? Did you ever step back and take stock of the items and try to take one for the team? I can't tell exactly what's causing the time, but I'm hoping it's more than a dream. I smell the smoke from the beast on the fire, so pass me a leg of the lamb. Here's to a life I'll achieve my desire to ride it the best that I can. Give me some hope to believe there's a reason, whatever that reason might mean. The time's arrived to catch up the next season, for maybe it's more than a dream. Ivanhoe and X and Q mix in me and wax in you. A lack of links, a fix to do from MKCOB to Q. The message isn't hard to make. A little dash of truth to take, a bigger batch of fake to bake, an epic bite of angel cake. Connect the dots and paint the set. What you see is what you get. But what I said to them I met was made of words that all got wet. Now, whether from the wool of eyes Or better, set on bad disguise, I figured from the tower of lies I might behold a new surprise. But fresh ideas are far behind, a symptom of a withered mind. I'm out of luck and fail to find a single gram of grain to grind. Da 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 da. I've a case of emotional cancer from the smog of your second-hand news. You can call me a freak, you can call me a cheek, you can call me whatever you choose. I'm not going to change your religion. That first attempt ended in tears. So I'll go on my way with nothing to say as I live out the rest of my years. Fight as I live out the rest of my years. It's the worst I was ever gaslighted. As you screamed, I was gaslighting you for the sinister crime of squeaking my mind as I struggled to sift what was true. Are you still so entrenched in your wisdom, so intractably trapped in your ways? My original gift turned into a rift, and it led to the end of our days. Fight! And it led to the end of our days. Can you hear me crying across the waves of space and time? I can hear you call my name. I decided I could slow ride the ties you left behind. Better than the pain. Under the shining lights, try as I might, I'm still trembling in my mind. And they're saying it's okay. I paid the sky-high price and signed my life beside the second line. Now I'm on my way, and you can hear me say, please, please, cryogenically freeze me, please. I'm in a tangle that I can't tease, and I just wanna go to bed. Freeze me with all the best technology, maybe even a century. There's too much time in my head. I still don't wanna be dead. I just wanna go to bed and wait for you. Oh, the red light did deny my credit once and then a second time. On my last backup credit ring, I had no choice but to choose to sign beside yet another fucking dotted line. And it started flashing green. Now the spotlight's back in my eyes. They shine so brightly that the light, it makes me blind. Oh, now it's all faded to gray and away. And the last bit of it I hear is, what's my name? And though I try, I can't reply. But I know one thing, and you can hear me sing, please, please, cryogenically freeze me, please. I'm in a tangle that I can't tease, and I just wanna go to bed. Freeze me with all the best technology, maybe even a century. There's too much time in my head. I still don't wanna be dead. I just wanna go to bed and wait for you. I woke up in a dream, and you're my queen in a golden palace of delight. And every day you like to play, but I just can't seem to shake the subtle shade of something's not quite right. It's hard to say. When I told you this, I saw your eyes, and just then I realized that somehow you weren't really you. And always then it starts to spin into some vague fading flashing light in a white lit room, and that same old tune. Please, cryogenically freeze me, please. I'm in a tangle that I can't tease, and I just wanna go to bed. Freeze me with all the best technology, maybe even a century. There's too much time in my head. I still don't wanna be dead. I just wanna go to bed and wait for you. for you. And that's my album, folks. How you doing out there? Anybody hanging out with me tonight? I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Dang, what is up with me tonight? It's just these weird... What? Instagram is asking for verification, so it looks like I might have gotten bumped off of Instagram tonight. Sorry, folks. Oh, they're just watching out for me, right? You know, next thing you know, I'll start having people send me direct messages that aren't who they say they are. These childhood friends saying, hey, with little wavy hand. I'm like, hey, yeah. And then, oh yeah, I'm so psyched when I get like 5 notifications, yay! But it's all like, Warner Brothers claims your video. And yeah, because of those. It's just because of those. It's not because of my music, although I did have somebody like give me a hard time for singing one of my own songs once. That wasn't because of copyright, though. That's because I was trying. What was I trying to do? Oh, yeah, I was trying to play my whole album live streaming, and it didn't like that, so it dinged me. But yeah, no, most of my copyright dings are stemming from one of those 300 live streams I did from all those morning lockdown live streams of my classical music. I guess it must be the Gershwin, the Rhapsody in Blue, that was getting me copyright problems. I mean, they're not shutting it down, they're just like muting it at certain points, and then sometimes they'll be like, Warner Brothers claimed something about your video, and then I'll get another notification. They released your claim. Just kidding. Psych! Yeah, whatever. It's not like... It's not like YouTube's paying the bills or anything. Okay, but anyways, or Facebook. Okay, I'm not done yet. I want to play... Let's play... This is one I'm encoring, typically, from my previous album, Sleeping Dragons. If you type in Bella Steele, Sleeping Dragons, and then it'll show up on YouTube or Spotify. This is my favorite song on the album. It's the one that Emily sings and Stella plays bass, and it was the first one of many that Jack recorded on the Hammond organ in Paul McCartney's old elementary school's building where Jack went to school all those years later. So that was pretty cool, but yeah, I think I've told that story many times now, how he recorded this one. I was like, can you play on this one? And then it just turned into practically all but one of them that had already had an organ part on it. But yeah, and like Bo and I are at the studio with all of the other tracks ready to go, and just like, ooh, new Google Drive folder from Jack. It's like Christmas morning all over again, and just, yeah, every single thing you did on that album was incredible. But Emily's singing on this song is incredible. So go on to, I don't know, just go find Bella Steele, Sleeping Dragons, and listen, if nothing else, listen to track number 4. This is called I'm Just Waiting for the Wheel to Come Round, and it goes like this. I'd fall asleep at the wheel, but there's a sidetrack ratchet of road. It's too much to fail to the feel upside a heart's hard labor and load. I tell you the tale of the way it all unwound, but I'm just waiting for the wheel to come round. I left my life on the rails and now I'm watching all the train wrecks roll. I got no more wind in my sails for chasing rabbits down the rabbit hole. Suffering shame in a crazy little town. I'm just waiting for the wheel to come round. Who's that lonely boy standing outside our cackle? All the cuckoos cried. He got some tag to be handing out all them facts about the other side. What can I say? I'm just sharing what I found. I'm just waiting for the wheel to come round. Come on. Got my ducks in a row, but didn't realize the lines were crossed. Showed up late for the show, and no one told me, but the crowd's all sauce. What can I play now that no one hears the sound? I hang my head and I'm hiding underground. With the price of 30-odd years, it was the quintessential college try. I step back from the buds and the beers and don't know whether I should laugh or cry. A shackle of flames come flashing in my crown. I know my place and my heart begins to pound. And I can't tell you where some of this is bound. A whole new chapter for every clue I found. And the summer's fading, the leaves are turning brown. Hear that highway is howling like a hound. But the wind blows gently, whispering a soft, sobering sound. And I'm just waiting for the wheel to come round. Yeah, give that song a listen. I think you'll like it. So I'm going to do one more. I got to get back up there and see how Mom's doing now that Jeopardy's over. And she's probably ready to go to bed, and we'll do a little reading. I've been reading Mom the new translation of Journey to the West. appropriately entitled The Monkey King, came out, I think, 2020, so give or take a year. And, it's... I always forget how weird that story is. Journey to the West. It's, it really seems all the weirder now that I'm reading out loud to Mom. It's like every chapter just gets more and more off the wall. But you know what? This story's been around 500 years. Can you believe that? 500 years. So this story was written when Shakespeare was doing his stuff. And not only is Journey to the West 500 years old, but it is a fantastical, mythological, crazy, phantasmagoric tale that was developed over the 900 years prior to that, since the actual historical event that it was based upon. There actually was a monk that walked from China to India and back. I think it took him 7 years or something. I need to look that up. But yeah, there really was a journey to the West. Tripitaka was a real person. And, he did this epic thing. He needed to go get some, you kind of refresh their supply of Buddhist scriptures. And so he went and walked without permission. He asked permission, but he was nobody at the time. And so he kind of committed a capital crime, leaving without permission. Came back, of course, and he was like this hero already. And the emperor was like, yeah, come on. And had this whole temple, the Goose Pagoda, where we actually went to the Goose Pagoda. And we didn't see one of the scrolls he got brought back, but we did see one of the original scrolls that was translated into Chinese from the Sanskrit scrolls that he did bring back. So that was pretty epic. I have a picture of that somewhere. But yeah, so this actually happened in 600 and something. 900 years later, of course, there's all of these legends surrounding this, what had become one of the, well, probably the most commonly told epic folk tale in China. So then in about like 1500 or something, some guy just kind of consolidated all of the stories into one giant book. And the main character wasn't Tripitaka. Tripitaka was definitely one of the principal characters, but the runaway favorite was the Monkey King, Sun Wukong. And yeah, we've seen television shows and movies, and I've read different translations about it, and this is a newer one. This is more like made for like young adult fiction, but geez, it is weird and crazy and fun, and it's hard to describe. But anyways, yeah, check it out. Journey to the West, The Monkey King, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I guess I started talking about that because I'm going to play you two more songs that kind of go together, one of those double single ideas. And yeah, and I'm going to go read some more chapters to Mom. We're coming down the home stretch. And then we're going to return to the Redwall series. I picked up the first Redwall book, which I had never read, and read it out loud to Mom, and she just loved that. So I was happy to tell her that there was like 21 more songs, or maybe 20, including the one we're on. But like, yeah, over 20 20 books in the series. Why am I telling you guys all this? Because, hey, we're getting to know each other. Okay, this song is a very new one, back-to-back with a very old one that just got finished. This is just me rehearsing, so if I make some lyric mistakes, know that that's what we're doing this for, is just to get me comfortable playing these in front of people, as it were, before I start taking them out and playing them around. If you've made it this far, that means that you've heard all the songs. I'm going to put up a Google link to a forum that I have in order to just get people's feedback. I'm curious which of these songs I should play at an open mic to start with, like if I had 3 or 5 to choose from. Because it's hard to be objective. A lot of times the things that are my favorites are kind of more humdrum for other people, and then other people's favorites are like the ones I would never expected. So I don't know, it's just for my own feedback, and you can send me any comments you like here or there or anywhere. I'll be checking in with you guys all soon enough, and we'll take it from there. This is a new song called Never Been a Better Time. That moves straight into one that's been around a long time but never got quite finished, called Baby's Got a Big Gun. We'll see if I can remember the words here. It goes like this. Never been a better time to keep your head down. Never been a better time to not make a sound. Never been a better time to stay at home. Never been a better time to be alone. Never been a better time to keep your voice low. Never been a better time to put on a show. Never been a better time to swallow your pride. Never been a better time to hide. Time to play at pretending. Never been a better time for blending in. Never been a better time to hack bad art. Never been a better time to fake a party. Never been a better time to keep your cards closer. Never been a better time to talk in code. Never been a better time to take the side road. Never been a better time to lock and load. This is my life inside a cultural revolution. This is the story of my time. I thought I'd live to see a tiny bit more evolution, but now the new guard's up online. My life inside a cultural revolution. This is the story of my time. I always fancied myself a small part of the solution, but now those daydreams are dying. Never been a better time to keep your head down. Never been a better time to not make a sound. Never been a better time to stay at home. Never been a better time to be alone. Never been a better time to keep your voice low. Never been a better time to put on a show. Never been a better time to swallow your pride. Never been a better time to hide. This is my life inside a cultural revolution. This is the story of my time. I thought I'd live to see a tiny bit more evolution, but now the new guard's up on mine. My mind is crying for a whole entire generation. I see the sadness in their eyes. It's like I'm living in some odd surreal aberration. Welcome to the land of lies. Baby's got a big gun, and the rest of the world's all wondering what we're gonna have to do. Baby's got a big gun, and I hate to be all Debbie Downer, but you know it's true. Rivers of the Red Run, it's a sign of the times. I don't know what else I can say. Rivers of the Red Run, and try as I might, I'd like, but I can't walk away. You can go where you go, try but you can't hide. When the walls come down, you wish you keep your secrets inside. You can go where you go, try but you can't hide. When the walls come down, when the walls come down, you wish you kept your secrets inside. Dreamers in a dead time. In the morning beside my fire I say your name. Dreamers in a dead time. At the moment you chose bye-bye, you'd know I'm not the same. Swingers on the rig line. Talk of the town come round, just a single friend. Riggers of the swing line. Leave behind the bite of such a bitter wind. Roll you go. Try but you can't hide. When the walls come down, you wish you kept your secrets behind. Go, go, go. Fly, fly, fly. Hey, that's Baby's Got a Big Gun coming out of Never Been a Better Time. All right, that's about it for me, folks. Thanks again for hanging out and watching this, whether you're watching it now or watching it later. Please send me any feedback that you might want to feedback. And, yay. Well, I'm just switching accounts here and seeing that Tanya and Fiora and Peter and Maren and Sarah were all giving me some props, hopefully hanging out and listening to the tunes. Hope you guys like it. You know what? It's like when I saw John Williams conduct the Eugene Symphony. Came out for an encore. When do you see encores from the symphony? He came out and brought the same, I think she was Korean woman, maybe she's Chinese, playing the violin like I'd never heard a violin tone before in my life. I can't remember what song she was playing during the main program, but he brought her back for the first encore, Schindler's List, which was incredible, but he wasn't going to leave us, make us go home on that note. So, some guy goes, woo! So not only did I get a double encore at a symphony show, but I got a guy saying woo in the balcony right next to me. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Anyways, so let's just do one of the other tunes. I'm going to go back and redo Sunny Inside of the Rain, because that is the name of the album, and it's the second track on the album, and it's this little Django thing that just kind of came out of me once, and I like it, and it goes like this. I rarely get the notion to do anything but play my guitar. And though I traveled across the ocean, I don't think I ever got this far. Now they're looking at me funny like I'm the one who's insane, but I'm the one that's laughing in the back of my brain while the world's crying out in pain. I'm feeling sunny inside of the rain, yeah. I never got the feeling that I'd ever want to do this again. And if I had the opportunity, then baby, I'd invite you in. Now it's a couple for the money and a few for the show. I'm packing up my saddles and I'm ready to go. Tell my mama I'm hopping on a train. I'm feeling sunny inside of the rain. Oh, come on, sunshine. I'm looking out my window at the freaking Chicken Littles outside. I'm picking out the tickets for the winners in the house where I hide. Now I'm going a mile a minute, but I'm holding it in. I got nothing left to show you but a wink and a grin. And I told you all the name of my game. I'm feeling sunny inside of the rain. 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 Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. Ciao.